everyone, and welcome to your time on the mat. Today, all you will need is your mat. We are still in our new moon vibe, so hooray for stretch number 2 of this cycle, your full stretch series. We'll start in a seated position, inhaling to lift that belly button up underneath the rib cage high and tight. Exhale to leave it there. Shift your body weight back towards your sits bones. We all are like trying to think of things, get our head there first. Pull back. Take an observatory stance on things. From here, inhale to lift that belly button up underneath the rib cage high and tight, keeping the spine really long, then allowing the head to hang towards one shoulder. If you want a little bit more, that hand on that side comes up and then gently pulls down. But as you pull down, don't let it collapse your spine and your core, okay? This is the anchor. It creates the resistance in order to create traction and stretch for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then turn to look down towards your knee. Move the hand more towards the back of the head. You're going to imagine that you're pulling your belly button up and into the back of the neck as you gently pull down. So again, we're not smashing and compressing things. We're creating traction with a push-pull with lots of space and stability in the joints because of our core contraction. Okay? Then let the head float up. Take that arm wide out to the side, spread the fingertips really wide. Turn the palm to face back behind you. Then tuck it up and under in your back best you can. Okay, so it's going to want to slide and collapse forward. Try to roll the shoulder down and back to open the collarbone. If you can't, that's okay. Just do the best you can. Then take the head away from that arm. Ooh, hello, scalenes. Then if you want a little bit more, opposite hand comes to gently pull, but tons of lift in the belly button and length and strength in the core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, let it float up. Then to the other side, let the head hang just where it was, right? If you want a little bit more, hand comes to the skull, gently pulls down, keep lifting up in that belly button. Stay tall in the posture and in the spine. Then look down towards your knee, move the hand a little bit towards the back of your skull, gently pulling down. But scoop that belly button up and underneath the rib cage. Feel like the belly button presses out through the back of the neck. Squeeze down in the armpit. There is space and traction for the stretch. Then let it float. Arm goes wide out to the side, spread the fingers wide, turn the palm to face the back, then tuck it behind you best you can. And then you're going to have to actively roll that shoulder down and back best you can. Try not to pop through the ribs, pull them back, shift your body weight back towards your sits bones. Then allow the head to hang away from it. Take that opposite hand and gently pull open on those scalenes. Really gentle. A little bit of pressure goes a long ways in the neck. Okay, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, let it float up. Then you're going to lace your fingers together. You're going to let your chin come down towards your chest. Cradle at the base of the skull. So the occipital lobe is like where those dents are, right? Then let the elbows fall closed, squeeze down in the armpit. Take an inhale to scoop the belly button up underneath the rib cage high and tight. Then go ahead and pull your head down, but the pull comes from the pressure of squeezing down in the armpit. It's actually an activation of your shoulder girdle and your lats. So again, creating traction. There is still space between the chin and the chest. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. New stressors sit on the shoulders, creep into the neck. So this set of tension is really important to be mindful of always, but now more than ever. Okay, from here, fun magic trick that really works. So in a tall seated position, lift that belly button up underneath the rib cage high and tight. Hold on to it there so it's stable. You're going to turn your face one direction as far as it'll go over the shoulder. Same hand comes to the cheek. Squeeze down in that armpit, lift up in the belly button. You're going to press your hand to your face and your face to your hand as hard as you can within reason for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hand, let the head float farther back behind you. right? Okay, other side. Look over the other shoulder as far as you can. Hand to cheek, cheek to hand. Squeeze down in the armpit, lift up in the belly button, press head to hand as deeply as you can for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hand, let the head float back. Little PNF stretch. Feels like magic because it is, but actually it's science. Hooray! Okay, so from here, one last bit of traction, but instead of lacing the regular comfortable way, unlace, relace the weird way. Switch which thumb is on top. Put it behind the head and neck, trying to get those thumbs into the occipital lobe. Let the elbows fall. Lift the belly button up underneath the rib cage, high and tight. Squeeze down in the armpit. Pull through the head and neck, but you're not smashing the chin to the chest. You are lifting that belly button up underneath the rib cage, high and tight. You squeeze down in the armpit and press the skull against the hands and the hands against the skull. 3, 2, 1, release and let it flow. Okay?